Learning how to work out this equipment right now. But hey everybody. Hope everyone had an awesome Christmas and are getting yourselves ready for New Year's, right? I'm mad I had to think about that. But yeah. I love the holiday time. The holiday time is so freaking awesome. Um and it's funny because I try to do a little create a what do you call them? A new tradition, if you will. This year it was my own kind of tradition, but half of it worked out and half of it didn't for the most part. But I wanted to, start my Christmas morning off, of course, reading a few Bible verses. Nothing in particular, but just to get my spirit juices flowing. Um, because I don't want to forget how they came about this holiday. And by they I mean people, society, and whatnot. Um, I think it's funny because Christmas is definitely a tradition all in itself, but I wanted to do something not outside of it, but a little bit more in depth uh, to the celebration. So it started off kind of rough for me, more so on the emotional side. I had a lot going on, as far as feelings, emotions, thoughts, and overall, I just had to really pray and shake that shit and muster up some type of not today devil type attitude because I don't feel um the way or the direction that I was going in for the rest of the day, it wasn't really serving me right. And then I felt a little bit salty because the previous night um I got confirmation that I'm trying to keep this one topic per video, but it's all gonna fucking merge. Anyway, sorry, excuse my language. That's another thing I'm working on. I curse like a sailor. I'm working on it anyway. But I got confirmation on I don't want to call it a hater, but hate is hate. Like people can try to what makes it even so much more greasy and slimy is when people it's like an oxymoron. It's like a positive people could positively hate on you. If that makes any sense. It's like they can encourage you in 1 minute and then in the next minute, like whatever they're saying or trying to help you do is counteracting what they said and their actions of trying to support you and help you. Boom, said it. All right. So I was in my feelings, but not really. Like the night before, I laughed it off. And I've noticed that lately, sometimes it takes a while for me to process certain things. And I guess it processed in my sleep or whatever. But for whatever reason, I woke up on the wrong, not even to say on the wrong side, but I prayed, got in the shower, I listened to some music, and then everybody was hitting me like, "Oh, come open your Christmas gifts, let's cook breakfast." Blah, blah, blah. I was just not in the mood, like, but I was like, not on Jesus' birthday. I'm gonna have to get in the mood. Not today, okay? So boom, that was that, and the day ended up turning out pretty well. I don't want to call them hiccups, but sometimes when family gets together for the holidays, it could turn into yeah. I think we all know not everybody has the TV fairy tale movie Christmases. I literally sat in my room before I even addressed anyone else in my house. I heard four fire trucks, mad cop cars, and it's Christmas, so it's like, what could possibly be going on? I'm pretty sure everything and anything, right? So, which brings me to my topic of traditions and everything like that. And it's crazy because what what one may consider being a tradition is like a learned kind of trait more so than their family, like being it passed, like whatever your family did is being passed on, which we call generational. You know what? So I've been trying to kind of work on that, and I wanted to pick my parents' brains on, their childhood. I watch things like while I'm at work that like kind of just get my brain cells flowing as far as just different things, different topics, and generational curses. And it wasn't until the other day when I started realizing I'm like, yo, maybe I got some generational curses passed down to me that I don't even freaking know about, right? Blew my fucking mind. So I started doing, I don't want to call it research, but I started talking to my dad about, a couple of things, and I was just telling him like, that I was watching, I remember. I don't know. I can be. It was a sermon. I just don't know who it was. It could have been either Joel Osteen, it could have been Tony Evans, or could have been TD Jakes. I don't know. One of them, right? I'll probably like link all of that in the description below. But they were basically talking about the different types and the different kinds of love, and the highest form of love being agape, which is like God's love. So they were breaking it down. The other forms of love you can have, like friendship love, brotherly love. I should grab my notes before I start this damn video. But anyway, still, I'll link it in the bio if y'all want to know. If y'all want, I'll comment in the description or whatever for you guys, so you can know what I'm talking about, or you can just research it yourself. It's pretty cool to do the research by yourself. But anyway, long story short, they were touching on the difference between the four categories of love, or tiers of love, if you will. So there's like one that's like friendship, one that's agape, which is God's love, like the greatest love, and one is brotherly love, and I'm forgetting the other one. But anyway, long story short, they were explaining to basically like how you can know someone or be in a relationship, or even have a relationship with someone and not be their friend. Now, I not until I started getting older is when I really started realizing how important it is for, you know, the basis of any relationship to be a friendship, because that changes things. And what I mean by this, or what they were saying basically, was that you can have somebody, you can have a sibling, like I have a brother, right? I can have a brother, and that's my brother. I love him as a brother, but I don't love him as a friend because we're not friends. I don't know nothing about him. He don't know nothing about me. The way a chosen friend would know XYZ, because you actually talk to your friends and you guys get to know each other. Your friends know you essentially sometimes more than your family. You know what I mean? So I started talking to my dad about that, and he was like, "Yeah, I understand." So I started picking his brain about generational curses, and um, I was like, you know what? I'm about to just start interviewing him on the low. So I started asking him a series of questions, and he was real cool about it. He was telling me, "Let me tell you something. If people are willing enough, let's start there, right? If you sit down and ask your parents about their childhood, it will blow your mind, right? I'm 35 years old. I learned in that hour and a half conversation shit that I haven't learned in 35, or knew in 35 years. I don't know if it's like they wait to tell you this information and shit. You could be calling auntie such and such, and you don't even say her name right. You just find out that she's a he or something. Like, I'm not gonna go that deep, but you understand what I'm saying? It's just like crazy. Like, you see, basically, I don't want to be ignorant in my family history, or tree, if you will, because I need to know how sorry, I see a little fuzzy thing. I need to know how all of this shit connects. Like, you know who people are, but it's like you don't really know, and that's really sad. And I know I'm not the only one. So boom, I was like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go to ancestry and none of that shit. I'm gonna build my own family tree by essentially interviewing people and yada 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 yada. So when I said that it didn't really go well on Christmas, I felt like the energy from my mom, and I think she got a feeling of where I was hitting that, and she was like, "Oh, I'm tired. We can just gonna do this later." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, but I kind of already noticed it, but I was like, you know what? Let me at least try to, you know, try to pry just a little bit. And she was like, "No." So I'm gonna try another day or whatever. But for some people, adults, if you will, I feel like maybe the reason why they don't talk about their childhoods or they're selective about what they say about their childhoods is because they're trying to protect us. But who are you really trying to protect? You are more so trying to protect yourself. Telling my kids everything. Well, not everything, because you still want to protect their innocence, but there's a very thin line, especially living nowadays in today's society, to where it's like, oh, I just don't wanna. No, I'm telling my kid all that shit because that could make or break or save your kid's life. I get it. Hey, PG the information if you will, but you could still kind of let them know. Don't hold off, waiting for what? What are you waiting for? You know what I'm saying? So I got emotional in that conversation before I even started picking my father's brain was because like somebody can be sitting there. If you guys as parents don't do this, the child, or anyone else can be sitting in a fucking room or anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are, and just wondering what's wrong with you, or why you can't get it together, why you drinking, why you smoking. Sometimes you do shit you don't even know why you doing it, and then light bulb went off. This could possibly be a generational curse because I'm trying hard as hell to stop this shit. I'm fighting, and no one really knows, especially for me, my internal fight that I have every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, right? So when I got to asking questions, I'm like, oh, okay. It made me feel a little better, but it made me feel it was a double-edged sword. But you know what? I also watched some shit that look that generational cursing shit. As long as I can help it, it stops with me. If I can stop the majority of it, a little bit of it, one portion of it, if you will, like it doesn't even matter. Like I need certain generational curses, whether individually or collectively that were passed down from my parents to me and or my brother. I needed the shit to stop. Like I owe it to myself and whoever comes behind me because this work and shit ain't easy. You know what I mean? And you be having questions and you praying to God and it's just like those people are. If you're blessed to even still have these people, talk to them. Talk to them. Just and it's crazy. Like I love hearing about that stuff. Maybe it used to bore me, like when I was younger, and like your parents introduce you to family members you don't know. It's like weird, but when you're older, you kind of like are intrigued by that and you appreciate it more. So, um, it's scary. It's not some things that were said or are going to be said aren't. I got tough skin, but when it comes to my family, shit hit different for me. So it's just like I was like literally playing reporter or whoever, like not trying my best not to have too much of a reaction. I just wanted him to talk, you know what I mean? But I was still conversing back and forth, but just if you open this door, just be strong, yo, because whatever comes with it falls into your lap. You learn or understand or know, like you might have to be strong for whatever comes out on the other side, and just be ready to fight, ready for the battle, and ready for the walk. But I see what's been happening, and I don't like not knowing. Like I love my mother to death. Like I don't feel as though I have a love hate relationship with her, but I'll be damned if I let that lady die or I die and I don't know her like how I need to or I want to know her. I don't want to know you just being mom and superwoman and saving the day and that surface bullshit. I want the the spoon. Take the spoon. You know? But yeah, I want all of that, man. Like, cause I gotta, it means a lot. It means a lot, and my grandparents. I got one grandparent left, and I'm gonna try to pick her brain as much as I can too, as much as she can remember. But don't let your loved ones leave, especially the old ones, grandma, grandpa, great uncles and aunts. Don't let them leave, yo. Everybody got a story to tell. But it'll blow your mind to hear these people's stories. That's all I can say. Like, and I'm working. I'm a work in progress. I'm working on my own curses. Bad enough you get shit passed down. You got your own shit that you built. Oh Lord. Woo. Pray for me, y'all. But yeah, just it's interesting. I just want to know more about me, more how things came about, what traits or what generational curses that may have been passed down to my parents that they don't even know about. See, people what they do with trauma or bad memories is they put it away somewhere, right? That you don't never forget, but they put it. God only knows where. And then when someone says something to trigger that or like make that shit come up, it can be scary. But I'm into all types of healing. I'm ready for this shit. So I just want everybody to have a safe and wonderful and blessed new year. If you're going to the club, look at all exits. Stand by the exits. And what else? Don't drink too much. Trust me, because you probably won't remember half of it anyway. I know. All right, yo. Love y'all later. And don't forget, I'm going to put that stuff in the comments. Comment if you like. Love y'all. Bye.